Happy Wellness Wednesday. My name is Beverly Reynolds and I'm a Ruby Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. And I wanted to talk to you today about supplementation and your kids. I have 4 kiddos. Their ages are 11, 9, 5, and 1.5. And I'm going to be totally honest with you. Some of them are a little extra. And I think we all know what that means. So I've had a lot of experience introducing new foods and introducing new vitamins and introducing new supplements because we have tried everything. And we have only found really good results with the Plexus Kids line. So I wanted to offer some very practical suggestions here and really help you to help your kids take their vitamins, because that's what it's all about, right? Just getting it in them. So I think, like so many other things, getting your kids to take supplements starts with you, and it starts with a why. So before you do anything else, before you introduce it to your child, before you talk to your spouse about it, before you do anything else, you really need to go and look in the Gut Health and Happiness page and read about the testimonies and read about what's in the vitamin and why it's better, and read about the awesome new drink mix and what's in it and what it helps with. Because ultimately, if you don't know why you're doing this, if you haven't decided that your child needs extra nutrients in a bioavailable form so that their bodies can function correctly, as soon as there's any resistance of any kind, you're going to give up. And that's exactly the opposite of what we need to do. You can try a million different things, but ultimately, as long as you don't give up, eventually they will come to your side of the aisle. So make sure that you know why you're doing this and that you have made the decision that this is the best choice for you and for your child and your family. They probably haven't always loved brushing their teeth, right? Kids don't necessarily find that to be their favorite activity in the day, but we still have them brush their teeth every day. And it was a slow introduction. When they got their first tooth, we brushed their teeth for them. We sometimes did it through tears and whining and crying and turned into negotiations, right? Eventually it was, well, can I just brush for 1 minute? And eventually it turns into, go brush your teeth. It's time for bed. And they go and brush their teeth and they do a good job and they have great dental reports and it's all fine and good. That's all we're working towards. It's a new thing, and new things can be scary and disconcerting, especially for some kids. So we're just helping them through that process because we know that this is the best thing for them. Just like we helped them brush their teeth, and eventually it turns into an awesome result and they have beautiful pearly white teeth. The biggest thing when you're introducing any kind of supplement to kids or any kind of new food is to not make it a big deal. For better or worse, kids are going to pick up on how you feel about it. So you need to be confident and calm, no matter what. Confident and calm. So my 5-year-old is super easy with vitamins, and I just don't make it a big deal. I say, hey, it's time to take your vitamin, and I hand it to him and he eats it, and it's beautiful. It's wonderful. I have not had that experience with any other child, and I'm the oldest of 6 children, so I have given a lot of kids vitamins over the years. That is perfect, and that can happen, and as long as you don't make it a big deal and you don't ask a question, you set the positive expectation and you say, hey, these vitamins are really good. These are what we're going to take now. No question. Hey, you want to try this? Do you like it? Does it taste okay? That's totally uncertain, and that's not confident. And it's kind of disconcerting for your kid to see that you're not sure about something. They want you to be their calm in the storm in all situations. So make sure that you are presenting it in a positive light. Hey, these are these really cool new vitamins, and they have a superhero on the bottle, and we're going to take them now. And take one with them. That's another awesome tip. The first few times you give their kid their vitamins and they get their awesome new drink, do it too. Put it in your mouth. Oh, that must be safe. Mom likes it. She's taking it. Okay. Oh, dad drinks the drink too. Oh, it must be cool because I want to be like dad, right? So drink it with them. Take it with them the first couple of times. Remember, confident and calm. No big deal. Now let's talk about the other category of child. My 9-year-old falls into this category quite well. My 11-year-old does sometimes. So let's say confident and calm is not cutting it. What can we do now? How can I get my kid with sensory issues, with anxiety, oppositional defiance disorder? I don't know, just pulling those out of thin air there. I don't have any of those issues over here at all, right? How can I get that kid to take vitamins when they have already said, like, it hasn't worked yet? I haven't been able to do it with taking it with them. I acted like it was no big deal. I presented it. I've done all the things right. Or maybe you haven't. Maybe you've already tried this. It hasn't worked the first 10 times and you're about ready to give up, so you're watching this video. That's okay too. We can work with that. Remember, the secret here is multiple exposures. When you have a kid who has a little bit of nervousness about new things, that's okay. That's them. God made them just the way they are, and they're going to do great things. That doesn't necessarily always make your job easy. So let's think about it from a perspective of trying a new food. If you have a kid who has, like one of my children has some sensory issues, and another kid just flat out doesn't like chewable vitamins. Doesn't necessarily have a lot of sensory issues, just doesn't necessarily like chewable vitamins. So here's how I would present a food. I would put it on the table the first night. That's it. I would eat it. My husband would eat it. Whoever wanted it would be welcome to have some, but I wouldn't even talk about it. I would just put it there. Then the second night, I would offer them a taste, or I might put it on their plate, but I wouldn't make a big deal about it. I would just have it there, an option for them. Now they've seen it and they've smelled it because it's been closer to them. And it's just an exposure issue. Then the third night, and this might stretch out for some kids, this might be a week of just being on the table. But if you can speed up the timeline, then the third night I might say, hey, why don't you just take a taste? They might tell me no, and I'm not going to make a big deal about it. I'm going to go, oh, okay, no big deal. Can I eat yours then? Because it's really good, right? Eventually, they're going to taste the food. The curiosity is going to kill them. They are really going to want to try that food because you are making it look so good. It's the same with vitamins. It's the same with anything. It's multiple exposures. I heard once you have to hear something 16 times for it to become a part of your knowledge base. I think it's actually higher now. I think it's closer to 20 because of we're inundated with so much knowledge. It's the exact same thing with exposures with food and supplements. They're going to need to see it and smell it if they have a hard time with stuff like this. It's our job to help them through the hard time, not give in to the hard time, because hard things are important to do. And we can say all this to them. We can give them choices, right? For the troubleshooting practical tips here are some things. Give them choices. Would you like to take this before dinner or after dinner? Would you like to take your supplements in the morning with mommy when she takes her pink drink? Or would you like to take it before bed in the bathtub? You can drink your drink in the bathtub out of my special cup. How would you like that? Okay, weird things like let them do it in a spot they're not normally allowed to drink. Maybe they can have their pink drink their pink drink, yeah. Their kids' mega kids microbiome. Say it 10 times fast with me. Maybe they can drink it in the bathtub. Maybe they're allowed to have it in bed before they even get out of bed in the morning. There's all sorts of fun ways. Maybe they have a special cup. Maybe you can get a water bottle that's just for that. That's all different things that could work, right? For the vitamins, these are really tasty, and I always tell my kids before they eat them, before they try them, and I tell other people to tell their kids, they taste like sweet tarts. They're really good. Because if you set the expectation that they're really good, generally kids will follow the expectation. The other trick is some kids, they can be, because they're sweet tart-ish, they can taste a little sour. Give it to them after dinner when they've just had a savory food because it actually makes them taste sweeter. I don't recommend the first time you give your child the vitamins that you do it after brushing their teeth. It does not taste good with toothpaste, and we need to think about things like that before we're introducing something, right? So think about what they've just eaten to present it in a positive light the first time. If they do not like, if they're having sensory issues with it, right? If they don't like it, if it's just a matter of control, because sometimes kids just want to be in control. We tell them where to go, when to sleep, when to wake up, what to wear, who to talk to. We tell them what to do all day. Giving them a choice is a really helpful thing. So we can crush the kids' vitamins. Crushes really easily between 2 spoons if they don't necessarily like chewable vitamins. My child would rather take liquid anything than take a chewable vitamin. I totally understand that. We can mix it in applesauce. That's my favorite because you can get the unsweetened kind, and then I don't feel like they're getting the extra sugar. But I will tell you that we originally started with pudding because I don't normally allow pudding in our house. So I mixed it in vanilla pudding first, and I specifically did vanilla because then they were still getting a hint of the flavor. And then I switched it over to the applesauce gradually because we ran out of pudding. Man, I really should have gone to the store sooner, right? All these tricks can work. I've also heard that the drink mix tastes really good in the orange popsicle flavored yogurt. There's a dreamsicle flavored yogurt, and I've heard that the drink mix tastes great in there. I haven't tried it because I really like the drink, so I haven't mixed it in anything because I think it's delicious. So I haven't had to do that. You can mix it in Jell-O. You can still see it in the Jell-O. So if there's a sensory issue, that might not work for that child. The pudding covers it up really well. Applesauce really covers it up well. You can mix it in drinks. So I liked several times we've done it in lemonade because the lemonade has a tartness, and so it goes well with the lemonade. Orange juice is great. Anything that your child normally drinks. I find it works better with a drink that they don't have on a regular basis because they get used to the flavor of the drink, and since it modifies the flavor of the drink slightly, it can make it more of a issue for them than it needed to be. There is a way to do this, and as long as you know that it's the best choice for your child, you will stick to it and you will do it. You can always ask for more help, and what we should do is in the comments of this video, we should all help each other by offering other suggestions for helping your kid take it. Remember, just because you start with pudding doesn't mean that your kid has to get all that extra sugar every day, right? If you're fine with pudding, that's totally fine. You can move it to applesauce, introducing it a little bit at a time and gradually through vanilla pudding, and then eventually through applesauce or yogurt first and then applesauce, or however it works. Just getting them used to it and then asking them questions. Did you like it in the pudding? Should we try a different flavor of pudding? Do you think it tastes better in the lemonade or the applesauce? Make sure that they have control. Help them. Show them the benefits of taking vitamins and show them all the good things that are in the vitamins. Kids want to be healthy and they want to do things with you. And this is the perfect opportunity to get healthy together as a family. So, all of that aside, you are an amazing parent. You are doing a wonderful job and you have nothing but the best interest in mind for your child. Just keep rocking it. You're going to do great.